Association. WVBA invites all bow hunters to join them in their mission to promote and protect the sport of bow hunting. New members include a membership magazine, 3D shoots across the state, recognition awards, and meeting like-minded individuals who become friends and hunting partners. Join online at westvirginiabowhunters.org and use code on the limb in the referred by field to receive a free 3D shoot with your membership or renewal. Check them out today at westvirginiabowhunters.org. Folks, welcome to another episode of On the Limb podcast, brought to you by the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources, where deer camp becomes a reality for every listener. Join us as we talk God, family, country, and everything outdoors. Kick back, relax, and have a listen. Now here's your host and co-host Mike and Dan.
Well, folks, welcome back to the show On the Limb podcast, brought to you by the West Virginia DNR. Dan, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, Mike. How you guys doing in studio?
Where is that coming in at?
It's not coming in very well. My mic needs to go up.
Where did that come from?
What you got?
Where? Talk again.
I'm talking again.
He's coming through the computer. He's not coming through the...
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand what's going on here with that. Let's get that figured out, man. Hold on a minute, Dan.
Yeah.
I think it was where you came, where you come in. So let's do it again.
Try to add him again.
I'm just going to take you out and you can come back in.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there because. Let me see here. I don't know. Why does it do this? Why does it do this when we get in the middle? There we go. Now we should be good. Now we should hear him.
Now we should work.
There we go.
Now, man, you sound good with that new mic.
That's right. This new headset and mic we got, it's working.
You know, we've been doing this for 5 years. You'd think we'd know what we're doing.
Yeah, we're the epitome of what they say. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, crap, look at us learning every day.
Yep, here we are.
Well, you got a new toy to play with there while you're out of town. Make you sound better when you talk.
Oh, I thought you was talking about my new bow.
No, we ain't talking about your new bow. We want to get that voice right first. Cause
I don't care about that.
We care about that. We got to produce a good show.
That's right. Yeah, this is a good setup. This is working better than what we've ever used while I'm out of town. So hopefully,
oh my gosh, it sounds 10 times better, does it not?
Oh yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, this evening we're just going to be talking, archery season here in West Virginia.
Ooh, getting close.
Coming up fast.
Super excited about it.
So our season here in West Virginia starts September 26th and runs through December 31st.
Yes, sir.
So any new things that you all have seen about the archery season that you all like?
I think we're pretty consistent with last year's regulations on the bow hunting aspect of it. There was obviously some early seasons added. I think we got that black bear season down in the bow only counties coming up this weekend. So
yeah, we got that's August 29th, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
For the black bear. That's the first fall season to open up.
Yeah, it's our first one to open up.
Yep. So that's awesome.
That's going to be happening pretty quick here.
So yeah, just make sure you check your counties. You know, we're saying those season dates there. Deer archery crossbow season starts September 27th and runs through December 31st. But make sure you're checking your counties.
Yeah.
For all of those seasons, because we do have counties in West Virginia that are archery only. So when it comes to the deer season, buck firearm, that's always a big hot topic here in West Virginia during that time of the year.
Yeah.
So
and it is the 26th of September. It's not the 27th. They did, I think, as a misprint.
Oh,
they mentioned.
I think, I was going to say, I think that was one of the misprints that they had talked about.
Yeah, I've heard several people misquote that, and I was like, no, I think we've figured that out. It's
okay.
Yeah.
We stand corrected. September 26th.
26th. Don't be late to the party.
Yeah.
That's right.
All righty. So obviously we got fall hunting seasons coming up. You know, today I believe is the last day for. Is it the last day for
tomorrow? The last day for the fall hunting classic at Bass Pro Shop.
Yep.
So be sure to run up there and check that out. Lots of great things up there right now.
Yeah, for sure. If you're in the market for boots, optics, or
and I think they're still doing the trade-in stuff too.
Yeah. And I think it's kicked.
He gone.
Man, that was fast.
I was like, no, he's gonna have to work on his internet service now. We'll get him.
We'll get him there. He's got Starlink.
Yeah, I know.
I was just sitting there at the house last night thinking
it's at Mama's house. He left at home.
He didn't take it.
No, it's left home.
Oh, I can't blame it. Then.
Power went out, and Mama need internet. So, yeah.
Well, I guess I can still get Starlink.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We can still see him, but he's froze.
Oh, he's come back.
Oh yeah, he's come back.
We get audio fixed. Now we can't get the daggone video to work.
Well, we know somebody that's got a Starlink connection there somewhere.
Yeah, it's sitting at the house.
Oh man.
Well, we had a power outage.
Yeah.
You know, and I pulled a Starlink out so my wife could work.
Speaking of bow hunting. Speaking of bow hunting and Starlink, you ever get to the stand and you realize your release is not in your bag?
Oh, I have.
I have. That actually worked out for me one time in Jackson County. I think the forest fires were going on that year. I drove up by myself, got in a stand, and my Scott release was not on my bow. And luckily, I always kept my old fingers that I shot with when I first started bow hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I always kept them in my backpack, and they were in there. And I got one. I killed at that time. I killed my biggest buck ever with a bow with my fingers.
You know, I don't think I've ever shot a compound bow over 40 pounds without a release.
Oh man, it was.
Really?
Every time I done fingers, it was always younger. I never done it.
No, I was deadly.
Other than on recurve.
Yeah, I mean it paid off. I'm glad I kept him in there.
Yeah, he's gone again.
Well, we'll talk to Dan whenever we can.
Yeah.
Am I gone? I'm still here.
You was gone. Yeah. It went.
I don't know. I'm still here.
All right, Dan. So tell us about your Real Deal Outdoors experience there we had while you were in.
Yeah. So Michael made me go to this place.
Yeah. He's always got to push it off on somebody else.
No, he said, you called and he said, hey, you want to go down to the bow shop? I said, well, yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, finally read the messages, huh? Good.
We got a lot of stuff going on here, bud. I mean, we're trying to keep you online.
If bow season's like this, it's going to be a complete catastrophe on the 26th.
That's right. But anyhow, so, Mike, you gave me a call. You said, hey, you want to run down to the bow shop? So, yeah, why not? I need to probably order a new set of strings. I said, heck, I'll take Pacey with us and get her set up on that bow, see if it needs anything, probably some adjustments and everything. So, we went down to Real Deal Outdoors, and Mike's getting some stuff done for his bow. I'm browsing around, getting Pacey set up on her bow. I mean,
that's a good story.
It sounded like a sword clashing off of another sword. Bang!
It's like the Star Wars.
Sir Lancelot is offline.
He-Man.
I've seen He-Man. It's pretty good.
He-Man is gone.
Yeah, we watched. He's probably still talking.
He probably is.
Oh my goodness!
I guarantee it. It's just ain't gonna work. I told him. I said if we do it more than 2 or 3 times, we're just gonna have to holler back at you.
Yeah.
If it don't work this time, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, oh, man, that's what we were just talking about. And I was like,
frustrated.
well, we're going to have to just keep on going.
Yeah, right.
Try to hurry up and finish that story.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're the one that said, hey, look at that bow. And I looked at it. He's got a freaking new used bow. Like I had it for like 3 months, didn't like it. So I kept picking it up, kept looking at it. I'm like, man, that's really nice. That's really nice. I like this. Yeah, well, it's in the truck now.
I think it's a great
I'd be having that thing right beside my bed.
Well, it's in the truck. I just packed it up. I was shooting there a little bit ago and Robin hooded an arrow. Got her dialed in a little bit.
You got her dialed in, all right.
Almost did it again. So now I'm no longer shooting groups. I'm shooting opposite side targets.
All right. So you Robin Hooded an arrow, but I would like you to explain to the viewers what's the difference between Robin Hooding an arrow and actually hitting a deer on opening day.
Robin Hood's a lot harder, I think.
That is
I don't know.
true.
You know, I remember back in the day, you were so nervous on that open day of deer season.
Oh, yeah.
The one would come in, you just swing it at 20 yards, dead broadside, looking at you, and you've been hitting the 10 ring for like 3 straight months.
Yeah, right.
All you folks out there, don't get discouraged. You will miss plenty of times.
You go from an 11 to an 8 real bad.
Yeah, I remember one of my worst ones ever. I had a doe walk in at 10 yards. And that, the grunt tubes back in the day, you hang them around your neck. I don't do that anymore because I pulled back. And
we do have lanyards on ours.
When I released, it caught my grunt tube.
Oh, no.
I'm about to jerk my neck out of socket. And my arrow hit the deer in the hoof, and the deer jumped straight in.
You know what I do? I take my grunt tube, and I'll stick it right down inside my vest.
Yeah, I keep it in my side pocket now.
I keep mine in my side pocket, but I'll keep it on the lanyard though. But it'll still be on the side pocket.
Yeah,
I have lost deer calls like that, so I just keep mine around my neck.
Yeah, I lost a whole pile of turkey calls this year, and we had to backtrack out of the woods. Luckily, we knew the trail we came in on, and sure enough, they was right where we went under that log.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I didn't zip my pouch up on my vest. It's a new vest, first year with, and went under that log. Mouth calls, inhaler, everything fell out because I was still just laboring for breath around that time. So,
yeah. Well, I think he froze again.
That's okay. Let's see if he comes back.
Yeah, it was good having you, Dan.
It was. It was really nice having you.
He said, "Continue on, boys."
Continue on. Okay.
All righty. Well, we'll continue without Dan. He's going to have to get that Starlink back out there, and we'll be back up there with that. But we've got his audio fixed, so that's good.
Maybe he can do some mime stuff for us.
All right, let me get this screen here situated to where we can. All right, so we're back up there now. All right, so I attended the West Virginia Bow Hunters Association Aim High Fellowship shoot on Saturday, and I had a freaking blast.
You told me about that. What was the atmosphere like out there?
Oh my gosh, it was great. I mean, it was like deer camp.
Oh, I hated to miss that. I really did.
It was like deer camp without the beer and the fire. That's
okay.
That's the only thing it was not meant that wasn't there.
Some things aren't meant for any place
no.
but actual deer camp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. There are some aspects that you can only get at deer camp.
This is true.
Yeah.
So what did you enjoy the most about your experience this year at the West Virginia Bow Hunter shoot?
Man, I tell you, just getting out there and shooting with the guys.
Yeah.
It was just like, like we say all the time, the camaraderie and just being out there, being able to shoot, stand around and talk. And they have some vendors there. Black Bear Provisions was there. Finally got to meet TJ, which was nice.
I bet that was awesome.
And then Outcast Outdoors was there. The Christian Bow Hunters Association of America was there.
Mm-hmm.
So they were giving away a lot of stuff. They had a bunch of auctions on. They had a Matthews Phase 4 on auction that I was going to do, but I went on my second leg of the shoot, and it started to rain on my last 2 targets. So I got done just in time, and I had another about 1.5 mile walk back to where I was. So, and that was another thing. It just felt good to get out there.
Physical activity is a good thing.
It makes it kind of like it just rejuvenates you.
It does.
Like it's like a mind renewing thing altogether without you even doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It just happens.
Yeah.
So, and plus you're shooting your bow and you're out there with fellow hunters and outdoorsmen, and you can't have anything any better than that.
No,
in my opinion,
it doesn't get no better than that.
I mean, I had an absolute blast. I got to shoot with Dr. Michael Tupta, and
Mike and Mike out on the range.
Yeah, Mike and Mike.
That's nice.
So he come through. I was standing around talking. I got there at 8:00. Standing around talking to everybody. Met TJ. I hadn't even got registered yet. Mike come up and he said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Pretty good, Mr. Tupta. How you doing?" And he said, "I'm getting ready to shoot." I said, "Well, let me get registered." And I said, I'll shoot with you if you don't care." So I got registered, and we started up, and we took a couple of practice shots. My first one went in the ground. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna hold nothing back. I missed. I missed like 5 targets out of 30, which
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
No,
you know. I mean, I ain't done this since
I was
a
gonna say, when was
teenager.
the last time you done live action shooting?
Live action 3D shooting when I was a teenager.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, I always shoot at my house.
Yeah,
I got a target there, but shooting at your house in your own yard is 10 times different than being in one of these tournaments or shoots.
Well, because you're in your comfort zone there, and now you're outside. So.
Well, you have the different angles.
Oh yeah,
you
angles, yardage,
slopes.
Yep.
You know, I don't think any of the targets were placed over 37 yards.
Now there was one at
except
80,
for the elk.
86 yards or 84?
83
yards.
I believe it was 83.
So Mike told me that he had to dial this shot in.
Yeah.
And on the 4th shot, he did put a kill shot on that elk, and then on the 5th shot,
6th shot.
6th shot, he smoked it.
Yeah, 6th shot.
Yeah, he smoked it. So.
Yeah, the 6th shot was the one that actually. I don't think the 4th one would have killed him. It got him low.
Oh, we'd have got him.
It may. I could have took another shot on him.
Yeah, we'd have run him down.
But
Question, boys. You know?
Yeah. But it took on the 6th shot, I was 2 inches from the quarter size dot that they had on there, the little fluorescent orange dot.
Well, now, obviously, you're not going to be chucking arrows at 83, 84, 86 yards.
On an elk, you could be, though.
Well, I know, but probably not here in West Virginia.
Not here in West Virginia, but
I mean,
you're out west in the wide open.
Yeah, you're probably going to have that opportunity.
You're going to.
What type of mindset does this event like this put you in and get you ready for season coming up?
Man, I tell you what, so you know, it's obviously exhilarating and just exciting when you have a buck step in front of you.
Yeah.
Whether it's bow season or gun season.
Sure.
So, you know, you kind of get a little nervous, but it's not like the actual real thing, in my opinion. It's so much more exciting.
Yeah.
Not saying this ain't fun. This is great fun.
Oh yeah.
But it's way more way more of an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Like the adrenaline starts to flow.
That's what you're after.
Fast when you see that buck coming in.
Yeah.
And you're getting ready to pull back and take that shot. Because most of the time you got to pull back
and hold it
before he gets in there. You got to pull back. Make sure you got plenty of let off on that bow because you're going to be holding.
Yeah, it can be tough sometimes.
But yeah, I mean, still get a little nervous. You know, they had a couple crazy shots. One of them was down into, you know, it was sloped down.
Mm-hmm.
Pointed into the pond area, had a little bore down there.
And you did not take a shot at the iron pig?
I did not. No, I should have. I had some arrows that I was gonna sling at it.
Yeah,
in my pouch.
Smoked one right through that hole.
Yep. Yeah.
Maybe
and,
next year. Maybe next year.
Got to use the new pouch that we've got. We've partnered with Elevate Outdoors now.
Wow, these things are phenomenal.
And tell us about it. How you like it?
I absolutely love it. It is a all-purpose pouch that, you know, I know as a bow hunter, having a quiver on your bow is very cumbersome sometimes. Whether you're in a tree, in a blind, or you're just still hunting on the ground, which that's how I learned how to bow hunt anyhow, was on the ground.
Yeah.
So I always took my quiver out and put it in my backpack. So I had it in my backpack to hunt. This actually is really nice, you know, for especially for target practicing, because it keeps everything right there on your hip. It has multiple pouches for other things as well: water bottles, phones, you know, medicines, whatever you need to put in there for that particular thing.
Plenty of room for everything.
Absolutely huge. I mean, awesome. But it doesn't hold you back in. There's plenty of space there, but you really don't even know it's there.
Yeah.
And it keeps your arrows out of the way, keeps them safe and protected. So I love this. I think it's going to be a great product.
So, guys, just to let you know, we have the Q&A question going there in the chat. If you got any questions about archery season, you got a story you want to tell us, put it in there. We'll talk about it. I'll tell you another thing here in a minute after we talk some more about them pouches. I wore mine out there. That was my first time other than being in the yard shooting. Yeah. And it was great. I've got tools in mine. I've got a little crescent wrench in mine.
Yep.
Obviously got to keep your Allen wrenches in there.
You need anytime bow hunting, got to have an Allen.
You got to have Allen wrenches. I had my wallet in there.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. I had my phone in there.
Bottle of water.
Got your bottle of water in the back. Of course, I'm wearing my Vortex pack up top, and had 2 bottles of water there. And let's see, I had some other stuff in there.
Arrow puller. You had your arrow puller.
Had arrow puller in my
I was in
my pouch.
Yeah,
Scorecard, pencil.
It's amazing how much stuff goes in there, but you don't even pay attention.
Yeah,
to
and it's very versatile.
Yeah,
very versatile. And like we always say, we're not just saying this because they're partnered with us. We partner with companies to where we're going to use their products.
Yes, and we're going to use that product.
Yeah, I have used it, and it's already started to get worn in good after two shoots. The material on it's like a Cordura, like a material. I'm not sure. I don't think it's waterproof, but I'd say it's probably water resistant.
I would say to an extent, yeah.
But yeah, all around great product. If you're 3D shooting, I recommend it for sure.
Yeah.
And it's I got 2 of them in the hands of some young shooters out there, so they could test them out and try them out for us. Jaden Gooseman, which is we're going to have him on here pretty soon, maybe next week.
Okay.
He is in. This was his 2nd year in a row consecutively winning the IBO Worlds.
Wow!
In the 15 to 17 division.
It's pretty impressive.
Yes,
congratulations.
That young man, he can shoot the bow like anybody I've ever seen. I'm telling you. And then Austin Pauly. I'm not sure I'm not sure how he did in the Worlds. He may have been. I'd say if he was in the Worlds, it was top 5 for sure. But he does a lot of ASA, I think, and he's in college now too, so he may not even have went to that one. But I got to talk to him a little bit.
Yep.
And him being off to college, and he's shooting now for Rio Grande University, right up there near I think it's Marietta. It's that way. Yeah. So he's going to college, and mom and dad come down and seen him. So that was good. And he done good that day.
Perfect.
But yeah, man, it was great. So talking about a little bit about Real Deal Outdoors, when Dan was trying to finish his story there.
Yeah,
we were down there getting some arrows redone, and let me get this thing. I don't know why this does this when I put a QR code up there like that. Anyways, what are you shooting? You shooting index release still, or you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I still got the old index Scott release.
Well, buddy,
I know. I looked at your release. I might have to.
You did. You're gonna have to try it.
Yeah,
so we were out at the Poke River Hunting and Fishing Club over the weekend, Sunday evening, and we were shooting out there. And Dan's buddy tried mine and his.
Yeah,
I think he liked Dan's a little more, but the price tag's a little too high. I myself won't pay $300 for a thumb release.
Yeah.
$150 for a Scott, which is a brand that I love.
Yeah, trust.
I stand by them, American-made product. And that's what I got.
Yeah.
I got the mid.
That's what I shoot.
I got the mid-grade Scott.
Yeah.
And I freaking love it.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I mean,
it's not. You can make it a 3-finger, or you can make it a 4-finger.
Yeah.
Plus your thumb, so you can pull the whole thing back. So I kind of pinch my pinky and pull in the middle together. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a grip thing, really.
Yeah. Well, I like how you can clip it on and leave it too.
Yeah.
Right on your string. And
but dude, it just, oh my God, when I first shot that thing down at Real Deal,
yeah,
I thought, this is it.
Yeah.
It's just like,
you know, when you have
it like that, yeah. It just ignited another fire in me to shoot every day again.
That's what you got to do.
And it's something, I don't know, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a blast.
It's the stuff we used to do, love and enjoy all the time, but we got busy working. And,
well, you get busy with working and life and kids, and like we do this podcast, once a week, and it's not just getting off work or leaving the house and coming over here and turning on the computer.
Yeah.
You get off work, you go home, you got to cook. My wife works in the evenings, so she works till 7:30. So I try to have dinner ready for the kids and stuff, and dinner ready for her when she comes home.
Yep.
And if not, I'll stop and pick something up if I have to leave work later.
Sure.
But 6:30 times is a little harder for us to get, but it works out a little better later on because we're not so late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think people get used to watching us between 6:30 and 7.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of later. If we go past 7 o'clock, I think we've cut people off and they're already spending time with family and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if you catch people at 6:30, 7 o'clock, you're catching them when they're just getting done eating dinner and they want to go out on the front porch and relax and look at their phone a little bit.
Understandable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
I get it.
Saying from personal experience.
Yeah.
So you think you might switch over, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I've been a Scott release user my entire life since I actually started using a release, because I did start off using just the leather fingers. But I could definitely see myself upgrading and trying that out.
It's funny here. I'm gonna look this up real quick. If you want to talk about some of our promo codes real quick.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna look up this Bear. Now that's let's see here, Bear. Old style thumb release. That was the first thumb release that I ever used.
Really?
And it was plastic. It kind of looks like the ones today, but it had a little button on the side of it. You punch with your thumb.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You've seen them. I know you have.
Guys, don't forget to visit elevateoutdoorstores.com and use promo code podcast15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Quality made, very versatile range quiver. Range boss, built for the range, ready for the field. Don't miss out on West Virginia's National Hunting and Fishing Days at Stonewall Resort on Saturday, September 19th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is a massive one-day event with family activities, youth challenges, shooting, and fishing stations, and the Taste of West Virginia State Park samplings. Tickets are just $10 for adults, and kids 14 and younger get in for free.
So I don't even know if it's a Bear, but I typed in Bear old style thumb release because for some reason I remember seeing the Bear on there, but I'm going to show you this here real quick.
It might have been NAP Archery.
It possibly could have been.
They were really big back then in those days.
Yeah, I got it up on the screen there now. Let me know if you used one of those in the comments, and if we can't get back to you now, we'll get back to you later. But that's when I started out on right there with shooting a compound bow that didn't have any let off. It had the plastic wheels on it.
Yep.
And but that's that was good enough to shoot back then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I freaking it just brought back so many memories.
Yeah. And
I was just like, oh my goodness, that right there, that's what it is.
He's going down a rabbit hole.
I am. Yeah, I am. Sorry. I love them things. All right. So getting geared up. So what are some of the things that people are doing out there to get geared up right now? So if you're trying to get geared up for bow season, obviously you need to start doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Every year we start getting our bow stuff out. We've done this for years. Start shooting around the end of July, first part of August. The heat's kind of gone by then. Some years I remember real high humidity though.
Oh, absolutely.
We get into those summers to where you have an Indian summer. It goes all the way up into October.
Oh yeah, we've had some very, very, very hot Septembers. So
we have.
I was, this morning I woke up and was greeted by a 37 degrees in Canaan Valley.
Can you believe
that? That was phenomenal. Love to see that. I think it was a brisk 51 at the house. Which was fantastic. It felt great.
56 was the best I felt this morning.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward to these burr seasons, as they call them.
The burr months.
Burr months, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with a B-E-R in it.
September, October, November, and December.
Yes, love them. They're my favorites.
Well, I just don't like, it's not just hunting season for me, but that's a lot of it. But, the fall to me is one of the best times of the year.
It doesn't get any better. For outdoorsmen, sportsmen, And even women and children. You got pumpkin latte seasons coming in strong.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's going to hit the market hard. You know how it is.
I ain't gonna lie, I like me a little pumpkin.
I'll hit the pumpkin
coffee.
I'll
drink it black with a little bit of stevia in there. I like a little sweetness to mine.
Yep. So there's a lot of different things that's happening. You got your football and you got your holidays coming up with all that good food.
Yeah, that's
family getting together.
That's what I like. I like the food.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about
it. Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. I've been trying to slack off on the Little Dabbies. I've been trying to slack off on the Reese Cups. Just mention a couple of favorites there.
Okay.
And then just like, I don't know, you go out to eat, get a cheesecake, or you get like banana pudding or a creme brulee or something like that. I'm like, God.
There's another extra 800 calories.
Yeah.
Boy, it's good though.
But that was another good thing about the Aim High event.
Yeah.
I
burned some calories.
6 miles that day I walked.
That's a lot.
6 miles I walked and shot over 30 targets.
That's pretty good.
And I did that with my quiver on my bow.
Oh.
I seen everybody else. It's been a while since I've shot them things, but I'm like, they ain't even got freaking quivers on their bows. And I just, it's just something that stays there on mine because I normally don't shoot those. If I'm shooting it, it's hunting.
Yeah.
So, but talking about that quiver, I don't know if I would wear that in the woods or not. They say you can.
I wouldn't use it in the woods just because it's mainly a field target pouch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stick no broadhead on my hip like that. But
no. But I'm sure that you could stick if you wanted to put some foam down in the bottom of it and stick you.
I mean, like we were saying, you can use that particular apparatus for different things.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't just have to be for arrows. There's a lot of different uses for them. So.
Yep.
And if you're looking to pike light, something that's around your waistline, and you don't have to have it bothering you, it's a good place to put stuff. Absolutely.
But so going through the bow tune-ups, I know there's specific people around the state that that's all you'll take your stuff to.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's the way it should be. You should find you a good bow tech that you trust.
Yep. Always.
That is very experienced in what they do and know what they're talking about. And that's who you should take them to. Unless you like doing your own stuff. Get knowledgeable about it yourself.
Yeah, you can
There's
do that
plenty
too.
of videos out there.
Yeah.
So, obviously things you're going to check. You want to check your string. You want to check your cams. You're going to want to check sights. You're going to want to check rest. Now, these days, I usually use one pin. So I just got one single pin.
Okay.
I remember back in the day, we hunted, we'd have 4 or 5 pins up there.
Yeah, I still use a 4-pin.
You're still old school, man.
Yeah, real old school.
So we used the 4 pins, and I remember taking, fingernail polish remover and taking the paint off of them. We'd repaint them with model paint.
Oh, yeah. I got the fiber optics. So
okay, so you've upgraded. You ain't got to paint yours.
Yeah, they're still working really well to be as old as they are.
Yeah.
But I'm down a sight. I did lose a pin, but typically I'm if anything's within 20 yards. I got
one if you need it.
Yeah, if anything's within 20 yards, I can adjust.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. So what do you have yours? You have 4 pins.
Yes.
What do you have those set on?
They are 10, 20, 30, 40.
Okay.
Yeah. And main reason for that is because the bow that I use is a high country archery, and I've had it for decades.
Yeah.
But it was never geared toward what we're seeing now.
Oh, yeah.
60, 70, 100-yard shots.
Yeah, you're talking about Dan's bow being at 347 feet per second.
Yeah, but what makes this bow so special is it's mine. It fits me very well.
Yeah.
It's extremely quiet. I've never had a deer, what they say, jump the string.
Yep.
It's lethal. I mean, if I get one in there and I get a good shot, probably coming off the hill with it.
Yeah.
But
I hear you.
It's not one of those ones that you're going to want to stretch out and start chucking at 60 and 70 yards. I mean, you can probably get one out there, no problem. But
you'd have to put you some arch on there. So mine's not a newer bow. I still shoot a Bear Archery Truth 2, and it's a very good bow, solo cam bow.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm 6.5 foot over top of that elk.
Yeah.
I had to pinpoint me a spot on the tree of a branch that was hanging over dead center of that elk, and that's where I started.
Now that's old school.
That's where I started my pinpointing right there. And then I started working myself into where I needed to be.
They don't use
I had my pin.
Geography.
Yeah. I had my pin set on 60.
Yeah.
So I started off at the top of the horns on the elk because I knew I still needed some rise.
Yeah.
And that first shot was like, I think it was like 8 foot in front of the elk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, you serious? Jamie's sitting there and he's glassing it the whole time, letting me know what I need to do, up or down, left or right, because you couldn't range this one.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what the yardage was. I guessed myself 85.
Yeah.
Starting out.
Pretty good.
So I was 2 off. I was pretty good. So, but yeah, so I just started stepping where I needed to be, and I kind of pinpointed me a spot there, and I picked a leaf. And that leaf that I picked, that was my 4th shot, and I was still low, and I was to the right. So I knew I needed to go left a little more, and I needed to come up a little more.
Mm-hmm.
So I went left, and there was a dark spot in between that foliage that was hanging over the pond out there. And I centered myself into that dark spot, and that's where I shot on my 6th shot, and it put me 2 inches below.
Making adjustments.
And there was guys that were shooting. This one guy, and I got a picture of him actually just to show how far the shot out was. Because looking at it, to think, my God, 85 yards.
That's a lot.
83 yards, and his first shot. Every arrow he slung at it was on it.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a circle around the around the centerpiece.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't pinpoint right there in the dead center of it.
Yeah.
But he had them all in. He never missed.
Mm.
Every arrow he threw at it, he got it.
Well, there's a lot of guys doing that long range shooting. So, if you're practicing that, you're probably going to be pretty effective.
Well, yeah, and you got to think too. I mean, the sights and stuff that are set up for that today.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dan got a new, I think it's a Spot Hog Fast Eddie, is what he got, and it's got a dial on the side of it that you just turn
it right up to 85. Yeah.
So yes, it'll go 0 to 100.
Mm-hmm.
So you sight it in at 20 yards and you sight it in at 60, and everything you got you a notch on there for 20. You got a notch for 60. So when you put that tape on there, you put that tape on 20. Everything else in between is good, and everything else past 60 is good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It's nuts. You just turn the dial.
Turn the dial.
$300, you can have you one.
Okay. I mean, bow hunting has definitely gotten a lot more expensive.
It has.
These days,
I mean, you got to think about some of these guys out there. They got $3,000 setups.
And, I still watch them just whiff on a giant bull elk at 40 yards on YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's my favorite part.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break here real quick here, word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back and talk a little bit more about archery. And I'll try to answer some of these questions on our live chat as we get back in here. Thank y'all for listening tonight.
Get ready for your next adventure. Longer days, warmer water, brighter skies. There's no better time to hit the water and chase a little coastal magic. Whether you're booking a fishing charter, sunset cruise, or just want to float and breathe, Coastal Marsh has got your summer adventure waiting. Departing daily from Little River. Contact Captain Chris today at 304-807-77577 or book via email at chris@coastalmarscharters.com. Let's make this summer one for the books.
All right, guys, we're back. So we're talking West Virginia archery season. This segment, it's coming up fast here in West Virginia. Starts on the 26th, right?
Yes.
And not the 27th.
Not the 27th.
That was a misprint there in the DNR regulations. So just to confirm out there, it is September the 26th, is opening day of West Virginia archery season.
All right, guys, be sure to check out bondscreekforge.com and use podcast 10 at checkout for $10 off your order. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Carbon TV, Gen 7 Outdoors TV, or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, a reminder that we have a live audience Q&A chat during the podcast. Chime in. We would love to hear from you. Let us know where you're listening from. I think Mike's going to actually dive into that right now.
Yeah, so Whitetail Frenzy commented and said that his first release was like that one I posted up there on the screen. So,
yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you know how far you go back when you can see stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I never shot, like I'm saying, I never shot a bow. like a compound bow above 40 that had actual let off on it.
Yeah.
With fingers. But everything under that I shot with fingers.
Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
I started out with fingers.
Yeah, my Clearwater had 0 let off.
Yeah.
You better be ready to chuck it when you pull back.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, setting right over there,
I see it.
You still see an old darting.
Yeah.
Wooden limbs.
Very, very deadly bow.
That thing is a heritage.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is a heritage.
Gosh. But yeah, so I'm gonna answer some of these chats here, BJ. So we're gonna go through. So just we was talking about strings, campsites, rests, different things like that. You can emphasize obviously consistent practice.
Yes.
There were some guys out there that I was talking to at the West Virginia Bowhunter Association shoot, and they're like, I try to at least get out and shoot 3 arrows a day.
Mm-hmm.
At least 3 arrows a day.
I mean, I agree with that.
That doesn't take but 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, if that.
Yeah. Get out there. I've already got my targets out there. They stay out in the yard.
I think
where your yardage is.
One of the most important factors that I learned bow hunting at a young age was getting used to your anchor point.
Yeah.
A lot. It's not so much about the whole technicality of it as if you anchor that bow at the same spot, which it was a burger button. I don't know if they still use that terminology or not.
Yeah, they do. I think.
If you hit that thing in the corner of your mouth just right, and your shot was as consistent as it could be on a daily basis.
Yep.
So 3 arrows, that could be great for improving your technicalities.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then another thing too, we were shooting out there, and I drove up and Pacey, Dan's daughter, was shooting, and I wasn't trying to, critique as much. I was letting Dan do that, but I was like, I can see her. She's holding that grip too tight, and that can throw you off.
Oh, in a heartbeat, a lot,
because it torques your bow.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I like to do is I like to set that bow on the handle right in the V of my hand, right where my thumb and my index finger is.
Well, a lot of
and just hold it there.
Yeah.
And I don't even hold the bow with all of my hand.
No.
I've got 3 fingers out to the side.
Yeah.
Kind of like you sipping tea.
Yeah. A little pinky ring.
A little sipping tea there.
Yeah. Well, the competition shooters, a lot of them still have the wristband. So when they shoot, you'll see the bow actually fall forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it'll catch. So, and that's a natural movement for the bow itself, as well as air. Because if you ever watch one in slow motion, an arrow actually bends and then it comes back out straight. So there's a lot of inertia and different qualities, physics in play right there.
Oh yeah,
really affect
my brother
your shot.
Was real big into archery tournaments and stuff, and he would always make sure that the bow would drop. And the follow-through shot at the end is you kept going.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not going to stay
Natural
here
motion.
And stay here.
Yeah.
It's pulling, it's letting go. And that's another thing I like about that thumb release. Mm-hmm. It scares you like a gun going off.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you put it up there and you got to torque your hand a little bit to get it to your anchor point. And then you're squeezing, bam, it's gone.
Yeah.
Some of them, like Dan's, you can get that's got a hair trigger on it.
Yeah.
And you can change the travel, is what they call it.
Yes.
So you can change that travel of the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there yet, but I really am into mine.
Little gun shy still, but you'll get through that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever move up to one like that because I'm there. I like that one.
Stay comfortable. Stay in your zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like TLC says, stick to those lakes and rivers you're used to, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? Speaking of sticking to the lakes and rivers you're used to, physical preparation.
Yes.
West Virginia is a mountainous state. Obviously, we are the mountain state. It can be very demanding. Lots of hills, walking and long distance. I think that's something that not a lot of people take into account. We've been in what we call the off season. A lot of people, we haven't been out there running around. But there are people that do, like myself, we like to forage and we do a lot of scouting and things like that. So be wary of that, of your physical condition, your health before you go out there. Make sure someone always knows where you're at. That's the last thing you want to do is put yourself into a situation where you haven't told anyone where you're going to be. Especially with today's technology, you can drop a pin on Onyx and someone knows exactly where you're at. So if something happens, they can find you.
Well, another thing too is growing up, I never hunted alone.
No. Try not to, at least,
yeah, try not to. Now, if there's times to where you do, go closer to the house.
Sure.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Go somewhere where you know that somebody can get to you fast if something's going to happen. Yeah. But we always hunted together. You know, it was either me and my brother, or it was me and, you know, one of my friends, or a group of us.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're always out somewhere and they never know where you're at. So,
well, you know, talking about physical conditioning, I know that you done a lot during the summer. You had several trips out to Riding Lake on their trails and stuff to improve your cardio and you'll strengthen your legs and stuff like that. So, little things like that's going to really make a big difference in your season.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I would not have been able to walk those 6 miles and shoot those 30 targets if I hadn't have been doing what I've been doing.
Yeah.
You just you're not seasoned for it.
No.
You've got to prepare yourself. I mean, because I sweated my butt off.
Oh, yeah.
I went through probably 8 bottles of water.
Yeah.
I didn't have any Gatorade. I just drank water the whole time. But I sweated my butt off.
Well, and, you know, it's that, you know, Jonathan and I, we went out a couple of weeks ago and set some cameras out.
Mm-hmm.
And we went down in the bottom of this hollow, and it was a terrible spot. But we got everything set up, and we come back out there, and both of us were just laboring for breath. And I told him, I said, don't worry. I said, after this first big hill, everything's downhill after that. And it's true, because once you get back into getting out there and you get your lungs expanded, you know, you feel a lot better and you start doing. So the work you've done in the off season is going to pay off big time for you, you know, moving into hunting season. So you still got some time to get out there and hit the trails a little bit, do some foraging, do some hiking with the family. Any of that's going to really increase your cardio and help with strengthening your legs, and it definitely will increase your experience in the outdoors this year.
Yeah. So not only during your hunting season, but if you plan on doing any events like the Appalachian Bow Hunter Challenge, which is next year, end of April, first part of May.
Yeah.
If you plan on doing something like that, you definitely got to walk these hills. You got to hike, because one thing that will happen if you're on this is your legs will start to get tired and they'll start to give out on you, and they will not go no more.
No, you're done.
I've talked to several of them guys up there, and they said, get your legs in condition, because if you don't, your legs will go and you won't be able to go nowhere. You'll have to sit there.
Yeah.
You know, or they'll have to come pick you up.
Yeah.
They'll just lock up on you.
Oh yeah, you'll cramp.
Yeah. So that's one of the biggest things that I'm focusing on right now is that part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm not too worried about the archery part of it.
Yeah.
That's something I've done all my life.
Natural to you.
In my younger years, I worked out up to about 20, 21 probably. But there again, after you get married and you have kids and you got work and you got real life things that come along.
Take some precedence, obviously.
Yeah, it takes a little precedence over that stuff. I mean, that's one of the things I've done religiously. I went to the gym every day.
Yep.
You know, and if it hurt, you worked it out. You didn't stay and take off a day. You know, we took different supplements and things like that during that time to help with it. But if it hurt, you just worked it out.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain.
Kept going. Love it.
So, yeah, talking about that, and then we'll, let's see here. So, obviously, going back to equipment, you got to think about broadheads.
Oh, big time.
You got to think about different scenarios that you're going to be in. One of the things that I was talking to, I think it was, well, we were talking out there when we was at the Pogue River Hunting and Fishing Club shooting the other day. You know, like when you get out in the woods, I'll pinpoint where my yardages are. You know, I'll go ahead and spot check those places where I think deer is going to travel through.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you're scouting an area, you're going to know where these deer are traveling. You're going to know their lanes. Yeah. So I try to get off. I hunt on the ground most of the time now anyways. I don't hunt on a tree stand. So I'm getting to where these deer are traveling, you know, 20, 30 yards away, maybe 25. And then I'll pinpoint my areas to where I think a deer is going to be in. I'll have, like, say, hey, that stump right there, that's 25 yards. That branch right there, or that little sapling right there is 15 yards. If that deer walks up to that area, I know that within that range, you're 15 yards.
Yeah, I used to always do a 20-yard circle all the way around me.
Yeah.
That way, if it was inside that circle, I was comfortable with whatever I needed to adjust to.
You've got to be comfortable with those varying distances.
Yeah.
So. But gear check and updates. So obviously, like you said, broadheads. We was talking about that. Sharpness. Most of the time these days, people's using mechanical broadheads. I was a big Muzzy broadhead user.
Still a fixed blade guy.
Yeah, I am
always
too.
will be.
I haven't switched over to the expandables. I like Muzzies. I've always used Muzzies.
Yeah.
Now I do have some blood therapies, I think, that I've put on, but they're still fixed blade.
Yeah.
So it's got a circle blade, and then it's got 2 small blades on the side.
Yeah, I mean, I do love the aspect when those do open up, they do perform really well.
Yeah.
But I have had too many instances in the past where they did not open up. And I've watched a lot of people start to change and go back to fixed blade broadhead. And there's a lot of people going back to just the single bladed broadhead, just a typical arrowhead. So those are getting pretty popular. I think I'll probably stick with the fixed blade. Just for now, it's just my preference, and I like using those.
Yeah. Cameron from the Mothman Outdoors, he said, it's amazing how quiet the world gets when you have a bow in your hand.
Amen to that. Excellent.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yep. All right. So not only, your bow, but you got to look at your clothing.
Yep. Clothing's a big one.
We're here in West Virginia. Sometimes you're hunting in T-shirts. Sometimes you're wearing thermals during bow season.
It was like I said.
It all depends on the area you're hunting too.
Yeah, like if you were hunting this morning, you'd have wanted a decent layer of clothing on. Because when you get out there in the woods, it's a little colder. You're out there with the dew and the mist.
You're out there under the canopy still.
Yeah. By 10 o'clock, I was literally sweating to death at work.
Yeah, you definitely gonna be.
It was 92 degrees.
You definitely gonna be shedding it after that.
Yeah. Just make sure you take a backpack. That's what I always do. Yeah. Take it off when you get to sand if you're too hot, or put it on once you get there. That way if you got a long hike, you can do that.
Uh-huh. Yep. So like the weather here, it can just change like you wouldn't believe. So scent control, I don't know how many guys out there. I'm sure a lot of them still put their stuff in these scent containers and different things like that. Mm-hmm. They get all into that. I'm not that gung ho about the scent, but I do wash all of my stuff with old scent free detergent.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think I
can't remember the name of that stuff. I've been using Dead Downwind.
Yeah.
But back in the day, there was an old one. It was like a white bottle, light green or camo top on it.
Scentaway.
Was it Scentaway? Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
I've used Scentaway for years, but I think I will go back to old school. Now, tell me if you remember this. You used to be able to buy these in a single or double or trio packs, but you would have pine, oak, and I want to say earth.
Yeah.
So
earth.
I had zero issues with deer back in those days. And that was it was a Walmart special, but those things worked effectively.
And Scentaway made those.
Yeah. But I'm telling you what, that was probably the most effective wind control or scent control I've ever had.
Yeah.
When dealing with windy situations.
Yeah.
Because if you smelled like your environment, they didn't actually smell you. You blended in. You don't want the deer to actually smell you, or smell lack thereof.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes you can overdo it. We were talking up here at Cabela's the other day. Playing the wind. A lot of people play the wind, but sometimes you just throw that out the window and you just get out there and hunt.
Yep.
I guess every scenario is going to be different.
It all comes down to how much time you have to prep, or your preparation for it.
Yeah.
A lot of guys take a lot of time.
Yeah.
And some guys don't have that time. They're busy, work, life, family, kids, whatever. And you've got just a little bit here and there till you get up to the season, but don't wait till the last minute.
No.
Even if you've only got a little bit of time, take a little bit of time every evening.
Yeah.
Get your stuff ready. That way, when it's time, you're ready.
Yeah. You got a shot to.
Yep. So, what specific practice routines are you doing right now?
I'll be honest with you. One of the big ones that I do, because I'm a tree stand hunter.
Yeah.
Is my safety equipment.
Oh yeah.
I want to make sure that when I'm out there hunting, I'm going to be able to come back on my feet the same way I came in.
Mm-hmm.
So I get my hunter safety system out, and I check all my lanyards. I check all my carabiners, make sure everything's in good condition. And you can do that right there from the comfort of your house. You can test all that equipment. But that's probably the biggest thing I would touch on. We talk about the scent control and the broadheads and the bows and all that stuff. But if you're going to be a tree stand hunter, make sure you're wearing your harness and make sure you're wearing it properly. And don't just do it every now and then. Do it all the time.
That's a big thing. A lot of people forget about those things, but I think it's been said enough now over the years, and we've had enough accidents. Of course, we still have them, but
all the time.
It's more. People are more mindful of it today than they used to be.
Yeah. Well, they make them so nice now. You put that thing on literally just right under your base layer clothing. Say you just got your underwear and pants. You just put that on right there over top of it. If it's cold, you're going to put your bibs over top of it. But it's so simple to wrap it around the tree as you're climbing up. It'll go right up with you. When you get up there, you adjust it and you tie off and you sit down. And at the very least, you have a shot if something happens.
I tell you, I've been lucky in my life. My younger years, I was in a lot of tree stands. But I think I've only wore a safety harness probably, I'd say I could count on both hands.
Yeah, see, my dad would not let me go in the woods without
But
one.
See, by that time when you had safety harnesses that came out,
well,
I had already stopped using a tree stand.
Yeah.
So I was using, after they came out, I probably used them about 5 times. But like the old ones you're talking about,
it just went around your waist.
Go around your waist. That would come with the tree stand you bought.
Yeah. It wasn't until I got that hunter safety system, and I've had that now for probably close to 20 years. But it's like any safety harness. If you take good care of it, it'll last you a long time.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, do your diligence and check the equipment. But it's really nice because it does allow you to have some comfortability while you're sitting in the stand.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't have otherwise. And I like to hunt 20 to 30 feet, just depending on the scenario where I'm at.
So here we are talking about tips and tricks and tactics and different things like that, trying to get geared up for the season. So Full Rut Nation is here in West Virginia. They're based out of Oak Hill, the Fayetteville area, and he has finally got his page back.
Is it back?
It's back up and running.
Oh, congratulations, Dwayne! Congratulations.
Yeah, 1.6 million followers is what he's got on there. He lost 100,000.
Wow!
During those couple months, he lost.
I guarantee
100,000 people.
He'll get them back.
Now, some of those people went over to his new page as a backup.
Sure.
But we have up on the screen right now a QR code for their rut report. So what he does,
love that.
He puts the rut report out, and he basically puts everything out there he wants to.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the great things about America, freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
And he can put whatever he wants in there. And he does. And he posts some old school videos that got taken down from the social media platforms. So you can, if you like those and that's your kind of thing, you can go there and check those out. But he gives all kinds of good information.
Oh, yeah.
About hunting and about his experiences in the woods and different stories and things that he's done. So go check that out there at Full Rut Nation.
Yes, absolutely.
You can scan that QR code. All right. So you was talking about stands and blind preparation. So, we posted a video to YouTube one time, and we were putting up a blind, and somebody had said, "Oh, well, yeah, what about all that human scent you got on that blind while you put it there?" I'm like, we're putting this thing up 2 weeks before the season starts.
Listen, I'll tell you all.
It's going to sit there.
The deer know we're here.
Yeah, they know.
It's okay.
The only reason we're putting it up, before the season starts, is to kind of have the deer to get acclimated into seeing that.
Yeah,
with nobody else in there, right?
Well,
no other distractions.
Yeah, and I don't think people take into account that it's not about scent.
Yeah,
it's the appropriate amount of scent.
Mm-hmm.
If a deer knows that you're in that area and there's a faint scent of you, and he's okay with that because he knows you're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're in and out. You're coming into your stand. You're checking stuff. It's when you are extremely visible to him through his nose that things are going to get really nervous.
So what I believe this buck has been, this record's been smashed, I think, but it was the Rombla buck.
Yeah, Mitch Rompola.
Yeah. He killed that buck while he was smoking a cigarette.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, the largest non-typical buck, the McLaughlin buck, was killed. I believe it was in Wayne or Lincoln County. And this guy said that he literally had like a pile of cigarettes at his feet. So he just sat there and smokes all day.
No kidding.
And he killed that buck. I'll never forget it because I'm pretty sure it was a Thanksgiving Day buck.
I tell you what, when we were in deer camp, we was so like cautious of that. Like,
not us.
When it came
to campfire going on.
Well, you have the campfire, but when it come to that, the cigarette smoke and stuff like that,
never affected us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really crazy. I mean, like I said, it's the environment. Those deer know we're there.
Yeah.
We're there all the time. We're there in the summertime. We're in the spring, the fall, the winter. They smell the fires. They smell the cigarettes. They smell the four-wheelers, the side-by-sides. It's when they don't smell it is when they get real nervous.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Yeah. I can usually smell them by now.
Yeah. I can smell too good right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, all the scenarios are going to be different. Now, you can't go wrong, in my opinion, by taking all those necessary steps to ensure that you are as scent-free as possible. And you should definitely do so to increase your odds. But, there's a lot of times it just doesn't play any factors, in my opinion.
So preseason scouting, let's go over a little bit of that.
I think that's very important. And here's the thing. Usually in preseason scouting, what I have found out is toward the later part when the rut's getting ready to kick in, that's when it becomes really important. I think right now, your preseason scouting, you're actually going to think that you have this deer pattern, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not patterning real well just yet.
No, they're not. It changes.
So they're moving around a lot. They're going to different areas. If you've got a lot of cameras out, you'll find this out. You'll have a deer that's on one cam one day and 2 miles away, he's on another camera.
And of course, it could flip flop on you.
Oh yeah, heartbeat.
During the rut, that buck you thought that was going to be in there, he may be 7 miles across the ridge,
completely gone.
He
may not see him for a year.
No,
and then you're like,
he got up with hot dough.
Yep,
and he's gone across the ridge, and he ain't coming back until he's done with that dough.
Yeah,
and then he'll come back.
I think right now, especially like what we're talking about with stand locations and blinds, the most important part at this particular stage of the game, because you still got a lot of foliage, a lot of branches, a lot of leaves. Do your preparation. Don't do too much. You don't want the deer to come in and see that you have cleaned the entire area out of obstructions.
Yeah,
because that'll make them nervous too. But make sure you're setting up in a good place where your background's broke up. You don't want to be skylighted. You don't be in the wide open. So a down tree, anything like that's really good to start off.
Yep.
Kind of brush yourself in a little bit. And definitely make sure you're not near any corridors leading in and out of your stand where you might have your food source or your acorn trees, anything like that.
Yep.
So you want to pay really close attention to that right now.
Sure. You want to break up that silhouette.
Yeah.
And that's why you put stands and you put those blinds up ahead of time.
Well, yeah, and
so
it might not be that great for you early season, but that stand might, like I said, pay off for you because they they change their habits so often. So they may be doing what they're doing right now, maybe the exact same thing they go back to when the rut kicks in.
Yeah.
Because this is a safe time for them. They're fawning, they're doing all that stuff. So they may be right back in that particular type of environment when they're trying to hide from a buck who's going to chase her all over the woods.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea.
For sure. So trail cameras. How often do you use trail cameras these days?
All the time.
So that seems to be a thing that you don't. It's like your American Express card these days.
Don't leave home without them. Yeah. And the great thing is you can take them wherever you go now.
Man, they've gotten so much like the technology.
All the apps are amazing.
You can set at work and look at the trail cameras that come through.
Oh, yeah. Pictures. You're either extremely excited or really disappointed.
Yeah. Man, I'm at work and that buck's daylighted.
Oh, I had a Big Ten last year. He daylighted on Wednesday of the second week. Of course, I had used the first week of gun season for my vacation.
Yeah.
And I took a nice buck, but it wasn't as nice as him. But he came right into that blind that I sat literally for 5 straight days and didn't kill a deer out of in gun season. And there he was. an hour before dark, and I'm sitting down there at John Amos Power Plant, running to and I looked over at my coworker and I said, "You gotta be kidding me."
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they're really nice. Stealth Cam's been really good. For myself, very affordable cameras.
Mm-hmm.
They actually come now with built-in memory cards, a 32 gig. It's already in there, so you don't have to purchase that extra.
Yeah.
The plans are very affordable. You download that app, you can put 3 or 4 cameras out. I think now they got a deal. Usually around this time of the year, you can get 2 cameras for $70.
Wow.
With the memory cards in them. So you can do a solar pack for batteries, or you can do double A's. Double A's usually, depending on the frequency of pictures and how much activity you have, you can last a month or 2 on a set of batteries, and that's a lot of pictures that's coming in. We're talking thousands of pictures.
Oh yeah.
And you can regulate that at your discretion. So if you got a lot of does or raccoons coming in, just set it to say 1 picture every hour. So you're gonna make maybe 10 pictures, over a 10-hour period instead of 1,000. So it saves your batteries, saves your memory card. That has definitely changed the game. I will say last year that was the reason I got Frank. I was sitting at the house, and lo and behold, all the deer started coming around the camera. That I could see the bucks chasing the does, and the snow was coming in.
Oh,
I said it can't get any better than this.
mm-hmm.
And 10 minutes into the blind, I killed him.
Oh,
So
nice.
it was just a perfect scenario, but that only happened because of those cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, I'd have said, well, I'll just go into work and maybe come home and hunt the evening.
Yeah.
And it might not have panned out so well.
Yeah,
So,
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, just a reminder for all of our listeners out there, go to your West Virginia DNR page and check out those regulations. So those regulations have been updated for 2026, 2027, and you can go and check that out at westvirginiadnr.gov.
And make sure all your licenses are up to date. You have all your stamps up to date.
Yep.
There are certain stamps that you have to buy before season.
Yeah.
There is a cutoff. And then there are other stamps that you can buy during season. So be sure you know what you're doing there.
Yep, for sure.
But, here's something that I want to talk about. And I love this as public versus private land.
Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to try the public, but growing up, I hunted on private land my whole life. My dad really wasn't a fan of the public because back then you had the Orange Army. It could get pretty scary out there. I think it's a little bit better out there now. I think we got a lot of responsible sportsmen in the woods. People are following the rules and regulations. I think it's a little safer. But I have definitely wanted to try the public land. I'm actually contemplating, Jonathan and I are contemplating, spending those first couple days up in the mountains this year. So,
what part?
We were thinking about going up into the like Seneca area and staying up in there.
Pendleton, Pocahontas area?
Yeah. So you got all the states, Grant, Hardy, all of them are right there pretty close by.
Yeah.
What's that big wildlife refuge? I always forget. It's right up there at Seneca. Dolly Sods. It's like 2 million acres of public land.
Really?
It's enormous. Huge.
Wow.
And the reason
I didn't know that.
The vastness of that is you can only go in on horseback or foot. You can't take 4-wheelers or side-by-sides in there. So you can park and rough it if you want to.
So you're talking about Tucker County.
Yes. So I think that's a really neat place that I've been wanting to try out. Now, don't get me wrong. If the winter's hitting right up there, it's going to be a really tough hunt. Just because of the elevation, the temperatures, the snowfall, a lot of elements to consider. But if you have everything in place and you're ready for something like that, it's a great idea. I think it's something that everyone should do before they get to an age where they just can't do it anymore.
So Dolly Sod's wildlife management area. We'll check that out here real quick. So the Dolly Sods area itself is 17,000 protected acres. And then it ranges anywhere from 25 to 4,700 feet in elevation.
Yeah.
I
think you want to look up there near the...
Well, it's in the Allegheny Plateau. You're in Grant, Randolph, and Tucker counties.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of counties out there.
It goes through all of those counties. So, yeah, it's saying no more than 17.7.
That's bigger than that.
17,700 acres.
Now we're over here going down the rabbit hole.
Well, I think what you're getting into is the whole Monongahela National Forest.
Yeah, it's over 900,000 acres.
So Dolly Sods
yeah,
is a WMA within that Monongahela National Forest.
Correct. So it spans
area.
over 10 counties.
Yeah, there we
so
go.
there, that's what I'm talking about in the public area. That's just the area of access that we're probably going to be going into.
I got you.
But yeah, there is over 370,000 additional acres specifically managed as public federal land available for recreation and regulated hunting. So that puts you over 1 million acres.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's just unbelievable.
So yeah, it's state wildlife management and federal.
Yes.
Yeah. So. Yep, definitely. When you're getting into areas like that, you're getting into a bunch.
And get into those regulations. You're going to want to know those.
You are, for sure. All right, folks. Well, we appreciate everybody listening tonight. We had some good content good interaction there on Facebook and YouTube. And we sure appreciate everybody listening and watching. If you guys got any questions, just shoot them out there on our question and answer thing during the chat. We'll answer it afterwards, and that's going to do it for the season, or for this evening.
Be sure to check out naturesvoicegamecalls.com and use podcast 15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Also, be sure to visit troutroutes.com and use promo code Nature26. You will get a 3-month membership for free. Trout Routes is one of our great app partners where you can find new waters, new places, and new access points. Available on both Android and Apple stores. Visit elevateoutdoorstore.com and use promo code podcast15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Quality made, very versatile range quiver, range bras built for the range, ready for the field. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Carbon TV, Gen 7 Outdoors TV, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yep. If you go to Elevate Outdoors there, you can use that podcast 15 code. Get you one of them quivers.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a 3D shooter, man, get you one of them, try it out.
Absolutely.
$109, I believe, is retail price on those. Yeah, you can't beat that.
Mints.
There's some cases out there that's 160, 170, and this one right here, it'll hang right there with them.
Yeah, it'll do everything
for sure.
To.
All right, guys, we appreciate y'all watching and listening. Just to let everybody know, during the podcast, while we're live on Facebook, Rumble, Instagram, and YouTube, we're always putting up different QR codes. We put up QR codes for the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources, which is up right now. You can scan that QR code, and it'll take you right to the hunting regulations. And we also put up QR codes for some more outlets that we're on. Gen 7 Outdoors TV, YouTube, Carbon TV, and we put up one more. Oh, it's for the West Virginia DNR. We put up a lot about the West Virginia DNR, so we're sure thankful for them and what they do for our state and all of our outdoorsmen, and obviously the habitat for everything.
They will absolutely be pivotal in your success this fall. So be sure you check out everything they have, all the tools, the websites, the literature out there. Get out there and read it and get yourself educated on everything that they have to offer.
Yep, it's free.
It's right there at your fingertips.
Yep,
on your phone.
No excuse.
No excuses. Zero.
All right, guys, we appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. Have a good evening. Get outside.
This episode of On the Limb podcast is brought to you in part by Webb Plumbing Incorporated, located in St. Albans, West Virginia. Webb Plumbing Incorporated has had master plumbers and HVAC specialists established and serving the Valley since 1994. 30 years of commercial and residential service that you can trust. Contact Webb Plumbing today at 304-768-4324 for a free estimate or quote today. You can also visit them on the web at webbplumbing.net. Contact Webb Plumbing Incorporated today at 304-768-4324.